Hey friends, good afternoon. It is Monday, which means another episode for the Mondates series. I was under the impression that there wasn't going to be a solid update today because when I was looking at the behind the scenes, it said, RuneFest, 250 million accounts approaches, and there really wasn't anything else there. But there was an actual update. So it says win 250 million gold, combat changes for bosses, which really got my attention, and then the Gossamer outfit, which really didn't get my attention. So together we have hit the epic milestone of 250 million accounts created. To celebrate, any player can log in to enter a daily draw for 250 million gold. See below for the details. Also this week, check out the Combat Council's recent improvements to some issues affecting bossing, and all based on your feedback. Be sure to read on for a look at the Gossamer outfit and blah blah blah. Basically this is just a preface for what they're going to say here. Basically, JAGEX has hit 250 million accounts created. I remember back when they hit 200 million, they gave away some like glasses and stuff. They had like a big party, or maybe that was the 15th year or something like that. I don't remember, but 250 million seems like a lot, because I only see, up here it says 64,000 people online. Like, even if someone's logging off every second, I feel like 50 million accounts, even like 250 million accounts, a lot of those are either, inactive or honestly gold farmers. I can't really think of, like, that's a lot of accounts to have for only 60,000. Like, let's just do a little math, I guess. 60,000 of these things, 60,000 people at all times. Let's say they only play an hour a day. So that's 24. If we're at 60,000 every single time, that's 24 times 60,000. That is, 1.4 million players. Yeah, see, 1.4 million players compared to 250 million. Either everybody's got freaking 200 accounts, or someone's doing something illegal. That's all I gotta say. Or everybody's just inactive. They make an account and then they just go inactive. You know what I mean? Like, if every single one of these players had refer a friend and they played for a year, that's 52 times the amount of here. So that would be the 52 million. So pretty much either they're inactive accounts, or they're, people using multiple accounts, or, like I said, gold farmers. But so anyways, that was a rant. What JAGEX is doing, because they hit the 250 million, they're going to be doing a giveaway. Let me just read this. It's time for golden giveaways, not just a regular one. One RuneScape player every day this week, Monday the 12th of September to Sunday the 18th of September, including, will be selected to receive 250 million gold. So basically, all you have to do is log in, and that enters you in. So I logged into my account already, so I'm eligible for the 250 million gold. They'll get back to you after a day, excluding Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because those are obviously business days, and they'll get back to you on Monday. And it says they'll be notified a day after they've won. You can read the rest of this. The combat changes, preventing boss walking, and defense debuff changes to bosses. This week, some changes have been made by the Combat Council to ensure that we're affecting the playability and enjoyment of many boss fights in RuneScape. Firstly, we have removed some of the initial anti-walk solutions that were implemented for certain bosses, and instead, we've replaced this with a better baseline solution. Okay, so some bosses that I can think of are the Raid boss, Beastmaster, Cowfight King, Nex, maybe Telos? They said he was not able to be walked, but I'm not sure. Araxor, I believe people would, I haven't done too much of it, but I believe people would walk him on phase 3, I believe, to get the extra bleeds with the melee. So I'm going to take a look at the developer blog on the forums, because I don't know what this really means. You know, it's just this is, I don't know what it means. So I'm going to take a little closer look, and says walking detracted from certain bosses intended difficulty, and now we have a more complete system. So I don't know if that means they're going to be harder, the bosses are going to be harder, or if some of the bosses were harder and now they're easier because the anti-walk solution. Because, for example, Beastmaster, you don't really walk him anyways, you kind of keep him in the corner usually, unless, you know, there's only one person in there. But his mechanic, he would walk on top of you and destroy you. So I'm wondering if they changed that, so we'll look into that. But secondly, we have toned down the effectiveness of some of the defense debuffing items. That sounds like it's harmful for us. So things like friggin' vulnerability, and yeah, I'm gonna open this up. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's on the forums. Hey all, the Combat Council will like to blah 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 blah. These contain changes to PvM tactic known as walking, and to some items that debuff your enemy's defense. Oh, probably the Gothic staff. All right, so let's read this. From an NPC to attack a player. For an NPC to attack a player, they need to be between their maximum attack range and the square directly adjacent to the player. If the player is stood under the NPC, i.e. the same square, the NPC needs to move in order to attack the player. Walking is the process of constantly moving under the NPC so that it gets stuck in the state of trying to stand adjacent to the player and thus never attacking. Yeah, makes sense. Walking is a skillful technique used by, you know, the best PvM players, but it can detract from the intended difficulty of our top-line bosses. Over the years, we come up with different ways of countering it. In every case, though, be a Virago Stomp, Nex's Mad Dance, or Araxor's Stun, they are band-aids that don't actually fix the original issue. What is worse is that they can trigger when you're not actually walking the NPC. Yeah, that was one of the issues. Sweet. From Monday to 12th of September, a new way of preventing walking will be applied to the bosses that we don't intend to be walked. This fix will simply allow the NPC to attack you while you're stood under them. At the same time, the existing anti-walk mechanics, which so many of you dislike, will be removed. Ah, perfect. Following NPCs will be changed as described above. Rise of 6, Dagon of Kings, Calphite Queen, Calphite King, Virago, Beastmaster, Araxor, Nex, and Corporal Beast. So pretty much some of the stuff I said was in here. Although one of them isn't. I don't think. I don't remember which one. All other NPCs and bosses will behave exactly as they did prior to the update. In the future, we will not be adding anti-walk mechanics. Oh yeah, Telos is not in there. And instead, use the new method to counter it on bosses we feel need it. Okay. So there are many ways in which we debuff your opponent. There are many ways in which we debuff your opponent. That's a weird sentence. And one of the most powerful we have in our arsenal is to change the base hit chance modifier. Oh, okay, I guess this is JAGEX talking. To understand what this is, you need to know the hit chance formula of hit chance equals base hit chance modifier times attacker accuracy divided by defender defense. Okay, that's a pretty easy formula. The standard way of working out your base hit chance modifier is simply to look at both the attacker's and defender's style and to work out who has the advantage. The base hit chances are strong chance, which is magic versus melee, 65% hit chance. Same chance, magic versus magic, 55% hit chance. Weak chance, magic versus range, 45%. Your accuracy versus defense calculation on the right then turns into a ratio which inflates or deflates this number. Yeah, perfect. Makes perfect sense. Currently the most powerful item we have in the game, that can modify this base hit chance is the Status Warhammer, which adds a 10% base hit chance, which would bring it up from 65 to 75. Wow. Allowing its wielder to partially ignore the combat triangle. While this is intended, it has undermined some of the top bosses more than we are comfortable with, especially when stacked with. Oh my god, did they nerf the. Let's read. Especially when stacked with other such boosts. For this reason, we are going to be changing the way in which this and other defense debuffs work. When looking at a number we were comfortable with, we look at the ability Quake as a solid baseline. Quake will add 2% to your base hit chance modifier for 15% of your adrenaline. So 7.5% adrenaline used per 1% base hit boost. Oh. Compare this to Status Warhammer, which offers 10% to your base hit chance modifier for 35% adrenaline, 3.5% adrenaline for 1% base hit chance boost. This is an obvious imbalance and one we want to address. So it sounds like they're gonna take. Well, let's read. First, we will be reducing how strong the Status Warhammer is by bringing its base hit chance offset down. To keep Status Warhammer as the best debuff in the game, we will also be reducing the base hit chance offset on other items. Oh, come on! Items that offset the base hit chance modifier will be affected in the following way. Statius is 5%. Dragon Hatchet, 3%. Barrel Chest Anchor, 3% instead of 4%. Bone Dagger, 2% from 5%. Bando's Guidebook passive, 3%, down from 5%. Note that we also have changed the Bando's Guidebook to use the same internal cooldown as the other books as a result. The internal cooldown is now 12 seconds, down from 30 seconds. Okay, the following remain unchanged. Quake, Gothic Scott Staff. The debuffs shown above stack additively, but only one of each can be active per NPC. But that doesn't make sense. And will now cap at 10% to base hit. The debuffs shown above stack additively, but only one of each can be active. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. It just confused me. And we will now cap at a 10% to base hit chance. This allows us to keep using this method on our new rewards without the worry of it getting too powerful and having to reduce numbers in the future. JAGEX, you're still going to have a problem with the best PVMers taking these bosses way too easily. It's not going to fix that, but this is going to help the people who are not as good with PVM have a harder time, in my opinion, I think. These changes will be coming with the next update and will monitor feedback after its release. It will allow high-end PVM to rely less on awkward or inconsistent mechanics in order to discourage extreme stat drains and strange player behavior. Walking. Thanks for reading. Okay, I want to read that again. These changes will be coming, blah, blah, blah. It will allow high-end PVM to rely less on awkward or inconsistent mechanics in order to discourage extreme stat drains and strange player behavior. Walking. No. It's going to deteriorate high-end PVM. It's going to make it harder. Of course, yeah, it's gonna rely less on walking because it's not a thing. I mean, you still need to walk. You still need to walk the boss to get the bleed and stuff. So walking is still gonna be a thing, but it's not gonna affect it to the point where you don't have any damage taken to you. You'll still get hit by damage. So, all right. Now I'm probably not gonna go in game and look at that because it's really hard to see the percentages and the changes on it. But if you do want to see that, then I guess you'll see it. You'll see it in future PvB episodes. You'll see the different mechanics and stuff. So I think that's gonna be it. Let me just go over this Gossamer outfit, which looks really stupid. Fresh from the Fae series comes the Gossamer outfit, spun from the finest lightweight threads that Gilmore has to offer. I don't give a crap. Pick it up from the Solomon store and inject your wardrobe with a dose of fairy fierceness. Perfect. Great. Tooth Fairy has come to town. So dumb. Patch notes will be on the forums. They have live streams. Beach has now ended. Runefest Pet. Watch the stream on Saturday the 17th to get a pet. And then join the RuneFest Facebook. Have a great week and best luck in the draw. So, to sum things up, you can get 250 mil. If you log in, you'll have a chance at 250 mil. They'll notify you one day after. There's one anti-walking mechanics. They've rehauled the whole system basically on certain bosses, and there's a new outfit. So, and the beach is done. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week for another episode of Mondates. Stay tuned. I'm gonna put up another video today, though, in a couple hours. Peace. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Peace.